What a fun piece of barnwood. Let's see what we can make out of this guy. Well, for those that have been asking, yes, I'm still here. Um, I do apologize. It's been extremely busy 6 months, and so I'm really hoping that I can get back to some sort of semblance of regular content coming out. I'll see what I can do. It's been pretty busy. I've it's all been good. I've been doing a lot of paint and sips, and that's been keeping me busy. And then I had three pretty large commission pieces. I apologize for large commission pieces. So I've been busy. It's been good. So today we're going to make something out of scrap wood, um, and we'll go from there. Let's watch. All right, first thing I want to do is I don't need this entire large piece. This was actually going to be something else. Ended up kind of falling apart on me, and I just gave up, uh, which is not typical. I should have put it all together, but I found something better to do with it. So let's get started. So it's kind of humorous, but in a non-funny way. These grooves, I took a wire wheel and I made these deeper because I wanted this to look more um, rustic. So now I'm going to take some 60 grit sandpaper and I'm kind of going to smooth these down. I don't want them gone, but I don't need them as pronounced. So I'm going to have to go in and fix what I just did. So what I'm doing now is I'm putting in my lines for the bricks that I'm putting in here. I've measured 1/2 inch all the way down. So my bricks are going to be a 1/2 inch apart or a 1/2 inch wide, however you want to look at them. They won't be apart. That's not right. And I lined them up with the crack from where I've glued these two pieces together so that I don't have to try to hide that. I'm just going to incorporate that right into the mortar section of the brick. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to draw in my window where I want that window to go. Once that's in, then I can go ahead and do the width of the bricks and get those put in. And I can figure out what needs to be cut out for each of the window panes. I can then do the actual window itself, do the framing around it, do the parts in the middle, and have everything else open. And yeah, we're moving right along here. Hopefully this is making sense. We're going to cut out each of these little panes right here. I'm going to go in now and I'm going to figure out where I want my bricks to kind of come in and give it this offset, jagged chunk of brick wall piece. It's like this entire piece of wall came out. So you'll see here in a moment. So as you can see, I'm starting to put in my bricks. For reference, the distance between these down here, my brick width is 1 inch and a quarter, and they're 1/2 inch tall. And then I've just offset them by half. Halfway in between this brick is where I put this line, and I just brought it all the way down. I'm going to continue to do that with the rest of these, and it's rough. It's not exact. I'm not making sure that I'm square or anything along those lines. I'm not too concerned about whether I'm square or not. There we go. This is what we've got. All the bricks are in, windows in. I'm going to go to the scroll saw and we're going to cut this out right there. And then we can go ahead and get started. Actually, no, I'm not. I think I'm going to go ahead and carve out the bricks first so that I don't break these middle pieces. That would be the smarter choice. I've changed my mind. I'm not cutting out these holes like I originally said because I don't want to break these, but I do want to cut some of the jagged edges in here so this just looks more like a chunk of wall. So I have to change this blade and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and bring this over to the scroll saw and get this cut out. Well, what do you think? Got a window, got some bricks. Now I need to kind of rough this thing up and get it looking like an old side of a building. It already looks that way a little bit. I'm kind of liking the look, but want to make it even worse or better, depending on how you want to look at it. All right, so I have this done. I think I still want to rough it up a little more before I do the cat. I just don't feel like I'm like I don't know that my bricks look bricky enough if that makes sense. I don't know if that's the right way to say that, but I want to go ahead and see what I could do with those. I'm not even sure what to do with those, but I'll give something a shot here and let's take a look. And then I'll start working on the cat. All right, I think I've got it figured out with these bricks. I wanted to try this off camera in case I really messed it up. I would have showed you anyhow, but I kind of like the way that looks. I'm just taking this little bit here and I'm doing that in here, just random. Let's see how it looks. I've taken a little piece of pine here that I had left over and I just kind of sketched out a cat. I need to put a little more details in here, but there he is, or she, whichever you prefer. It's going to sit right here on this window. So let me get started doing that and we'll see how this goes. That's a little wide, but by the time I get everything drawn in, I should be able to carve that down some and make them look good. With something this small, you're going to have to be very careful with this because that'll take skin off pretty quickly. So we need to be real careful. Also, this is pine, so this is pretty soft. So I have to really pace myself and go slow. Not too shabby for a little tabby. Just need to sand her up a little bit, and I think she's going to be just fine. And then she's going to sit right here in this window, just like this. So I think that's going to look pretty awesome. Yes. All right, time to do a little bit of sanding, and then we get to paint. All right, there we have our cat. We have our wall with the window, and you may notice that of course, the cat tail broke. So that's glued on there. I will re-sand that prior to painting. We're going to go ahead and start painting. I have most of my colors out that I think I'm going to need. And of course, the first thing I'm doing is the cat is going to just be just all black, just more like a shadow, but you're going to see details in them because I am going to keep it a thinner wash of black. So you can kind of see the wood grain a little bit through it. So you know that it is made from wood. I don't want to overpower anything with the painting. Next, what I want to do is I want to take gray and put down in all of the mortar lines so that we can see, at least get an idea of that's mortar. And I don't really care if I go over, like you're seeing right here. I just want to get it in there. And again, it can be lighter. It's not a problem. So now what I've done is I've added some water to this to help absorb the next color of paint I'm putting in. I want to put some a little bit of brown on here, but I want it more of a wash. So I want it to soak in really well. And that's what I'm hoping is going to happen. I've wet this. I've just taken some water, dipped my brush in it, and just put it in here. And I'm going to take some very much watered down brown paint and put on here to color that brown. And I'm going to let that dry a little bit and then get it all soaked in. And then I'm going to dry wash some white so it looks like old chipping white paint coming off of this. So what do you think? Got a nice undercoat on that one, so I'm very happy. And this little guy is drying. Once he's fully dry, I may dry brush a little bit more black on there because it's starting, he looks too splotchy, I think, and I want him to be more present than what he is. All right, here I go. Let's dry brush some of this brick. You can already see it's too wet because I'm getting down in some of the areas where I have the gray, and we don't want that. I'm guessing I'm going to let that dry a little bit before I do any more. Okay, so now I'm going to use this brush instead and see if I can do these bricks. And I was kind of hoping, as you saw, I was going to try to do a bunch of them all at once, just a big wide swath. But it's not going to work because I want to keep that gray as clean as possible in there. So what I'm doing is I'm dipping in these 4 colors here. I've got 2 different colors of, there's orange, a darker red, a normal red, and then I'm also using some of the brown to get in there as well. Because if you look at bricks, they do have some brown in them, along, with random other colors. Just depends on where your brick is from, I guess, how it's made. And I just so happen to have this little brush available in case I do this, and I can touch that right back up. So what do you think so far? I'm pretty happy with it. Don't worry if it looks way too bright and vivid right now, because once I'm all done painting and it's dry, we're going to go ahead and put a light coat of stain over top of it, and that's going to just bring the entire piece together. I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. I am going to go ahead and put some dry brush white on here now that that's a little bit drier. So that's looking really well. Once that part's done, and I have the cat repainted a little bit darker, and he's off to the side here, but he's wet. So once I get that done, I'm trying to decide if I want to put that piece of plexiglass back there or not, because that may look too new and clean, although I can make it look cracked and what have you. So we'll see. We'll see what I do with that Plex. But there we are so far, and I'm pretty pleased with it. So hopefully you are as well. So here I'm going to go ahead and do a light dry brush on the entire frame of the window. And you'll notice I am also lightly adding some of the dry brush to the brick as well, just to highlight the top edges of each of the bricks. It just gives it more of a 3D look. That's everything. I'm going to let that dry. I'm going to scuff it up just a little bit with some sandpaper, and then I'm going to go ahead and add the stain to it that I had talked about earlier, and we'll see what this thing looks like finished. I think I like that. It looks pretty good right there. Not sure about putting that plexiglass back there. I think that's going to take away. I'm going to just leave it like that. I'm going to go ahead and get that stain on there now, because this seems to be pretty good and dry at the moment. Let's move on to that next step. I'm going to go ahead and try some weathered oak on there. It's not quite brown, more of a grayish brown, and I think that'll help with this. Hopefully, I'm not incorrect on this decision here, but we'll see. Let's watch it all either look good or be destroyed together. Let that soak for a couple of seconds, and then I'm going to go ahead and wipe that down. All right, there it is. I think we're looking pretty good.